Don't wait for tomorrow. Live for today. Keep chasing the sunshine and go out and
And welcome to another deal reveal every Thursday night, coming to you live with a brand new deal to show you that this thing called US real estate investing and cash flow is very much real and alive. So it's nice to see you here today. I'm seeing a lot of new people and more people logging in as we speak. Let's see if I can just catch a few of you on the run. We have Varun Verma, we have Shri, we have Mary, Isabel, George, Carolyn, Andrew, and it keeps on going. Wonderful. Nice to see you here. Carolyn, hello, using the chat. That's fantastic. I'm excited to be here today. A very, very hot day. I hope you're staying cool, but I've got another hot deal for you. So let us begin. I want to make sure that I think this is going to be the last week I pull these stats for you, and I much appreciate it. Thank you so much for playing on these last probably 2 months I've been doing this. So if this is your first time on the deal reveal, go in the chat, the Q&A, or if you're listening on the cross post on Facebook, do hashtag JK for us, just so we can see how many first timers are coming in. If you're catching the replay, hashtag replay. And if you're here and you know the drill, say hi. If you're returning and you're excited to be here, like Carolyn just did a moment ago, Isabel as well. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And just amazing. At any point, if you want to do some whoop whoops or raise your hand, if you're already investing in the US, that would be fantastic. Hi there, Stan. Wonderful. Greetings from Toronto, from Hamid. Stan's raising his hand. Oh, I don't know if I was supposed to say that, but thank you. I appreciate the participation. Erica from Toronto. Hi, that's fantastic. We got a lot of people excited to be here. And if you missed it last week, we were actually in Canada. We went to Burlington. We hosted a meet and greet. We were about 50 people there. It was wonderful. We stayed almost till 10. It was really, really fantastic. Our next one is going to be in July, which is in Laval. It'll be a French meet and greet. Well, we will be there. Janie and I will be there, as well as some of our community members who are helping us co-host this event. So that's on July 13th in Laval, au Trois Brasseurs. It will be a French-based meetup, but we are there. We're looking to do more as well. So that is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I want to take a moment as well to let you know that on July 4th, so when is that? It's going to be a Thursday night. July 4th is 2 weeks from today. We're going to have a special Independence Day presentation for you. July 4th, as you may know, is the US, the American Independence Day, and we're going to bring on this deal reveal, a special guest speaker to give you an intro presentation on infinite banking and a way for you to become free of banks over time. So we figured it was just aligned to make it happen on July 4th, Independence Day. Let us become independent of our bills, independent of our jobs, independent of our banks, even. That's what we're talking about. So July 4th, you have nothing to do. It's as it stands right now, it's going to be at the same link, same time as usual, but it's going to be a 90-minute presentation for you on infinite banking from the Canadian side of the board. All right. So you don't even have to be investing in the US to take advantage of what we're going to be talking about, because this is the Canadian side. You can also do it on the US side, but this is going to be specifically for Canadians. So we're going to bring on a Canadian company that facilitates this for Canadians. And that doesn't mean you can't use the benefits of this in US real estate investing. Again, that's the point. But so much of our community is Canadian that it will apply for everybody. So I wanted to let you know that's on July 4th. You just have to show up for the Independence Day. Our bus tour almost filled up in August. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're looking forward to seeing you there. So I got all these extra slides. So what is the deal of the week? So on our deal reveal, every week we feature a deal. This week we have a deal that is up for grabs. Okay, so if you've been waiting on the sideline and you've been excited to put in an offer and get your first property locked up, this is your chance. We have a single family home in Cleveland on Chapelside Avenue, and under $100,000 all in. That includes renovations, that includes the gatekeeper fees, it includes absolutely everything for $95,000. And we're going to take a quick look at it. We're going to see if there's cash flow. We're going to see if the numbers make sense. And for this one, actually, because I went to go see it, it's under contract. Everything is up and up. Everything is golden. I actually have a dashboard for you. So some of you who are in the community, you or who have already received our free calculator, you know what that is. So we're going to bring up the numbers of this deal. So instead of doing the usual rental meter for rents and go on Realtor to get comps, I already have that information built into the calculator. So I'm going to go get that for you. And remember that this is your opportunity to put your investor cap on and say, hey, is this a deal for me? And if it is, well, it's time to take action because, I've been doing this deal reveal for 4 years almost now. And some of you have been watching for years without taking action. And so hopefully this is just another opportunity for you to jump in. So here we go. This is it, the dashboard. Let's just make sure you can see it. I did share my screen, so let's just get some interaction. Let me know if you see the assumption dashboard here. You see some numbers on the screen. Yeah, okay, thank you. Fantastic. So this is it, all right? This is the dashboard, and I'm going to see if I can do this in 1 minute, all right, to show you that once the numbers are plugged in, this is how you read basically the dashboard, all right? So this is the property, it's under contract right here, and the all-in price is $95,000. It's actually $65,000 to buy it, and then $25,000 to fix it up, and there's a little $5,000 wholesale fee because someone found this deal and needs to be compensated for that. So that's what that's for. So it's all in for 95. And if you went on Realtor, you got an appraisal, you'll see that it's worth 85. So we are not in a situation where we have a discount at purchase. We are quote unquote overpaying $10,000 for this property. However, maybe that's not so important because we're not overpaying 100,000 or $1 million like we do in Canada or in other markets. We're talking 10,000, right? So how much is that in your mind? That's for you to decide. On the other side, though, the other golden rule is cash flow. All right. So once all the numbers are in here and you have the rent here, you put in here and you put all the expenses, the taxes, the insurance, utilities, property management, repairs and maintenance, you put them all in here. And the calculator does all the numbers for you. And it has all these extra sheets as well with all these extra numbers that you can look at to really analyze this deal. But ultimately, you see that right here, there's going to be an annual cash flow of $10,000 off this property because rent is over $1,200 a month. It's ranging between $1,150 to $1,350 for basically a 3-bedroom. It's officially a 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, but the second floor or the attic is finished, and there's a huge, beautiful bedroom up there. And so it's for all intents and purposes a 3-bedroom, but officially, depending on what appraiser you get, might be a 2-bedroom, and that's why the ARV is hurting. Full transparency, when this was first presented to me, this property I thought would appraise at about 110. And when that 2-bedroom determination came in, and the rehab was a little bit higher than expected because the roof does need changing, so that threw the numbers off a little bit. And that's why we're in a situation where we're paying a little bit more than it's currently worth, yes. However, about 5 streets away from here, very similar neighborhood, and yet properties and their ARVs are in the 115, 120, 125, 130 range, just a few streets away. So what does that tell me? And driving the streets, the streets almost look the same. It's right on the cusp of an area that in a couple of years, maybe even next year, there's going to be a little jump in value, maybe a big jump in value because we're so close to a neighborhood that radius of comparables is so close. And so yes, today, being super transparent, it would probably appraise for about $85,000 today. But next year, I've got a feeling we're going to be over the $100,000 mark for this property. So like all real estate, you have hopefully some money now, you get some cash flow now. In the best case scenario, you get some discount, you buy equity day one. But a big part of real estate is that mid and long-term game that over time, that property is going to take value. That property over time, rents are going to increase. Your mortgage is going to stay the same. Most of your expenses are going to, stay the same-ish, but rents are going to keep increasing. So that cash flow margin is going to grow over time. So we're in a situation here where day one, we have a single family home that's above a 10 cap, almost at an 11 cap. We have a cash flow of about little more than $800 a month, and buying it at just about market value. However, in an area that is so close to a nice bump to that value. So with all that being said, that's our deal for you today. Is this a deal or no deal for you? That is the question now. So feel free to chime in the chat, in the Q&A, or thumbs up or thumbs down. Do what you have to do on this deal. Deal or no deal. This is a real live opportunity for you that you can take action on if you so choose. I will say that this is just your bread and butter, nice cash flowing U.S. property in the Midwest. Stan likes it. Stan says it's a deal. Thanks for chiming in. Sometimes on the deal reveal, we got the unicorns, we get the diamonds, but I thought today would be a good opportunity to just show you a solid, good bread and butter investment property. If you went out there and you started looking around, it wouldn't take too much effort, especially if you're following the teachings and the trainings that we put together for you to find and create these type of opportunities for yourself. You probably put in a handful of hours, a dozen hours, and you can probably come across an opportunity like this. Now, putting it under contract, inspecting it, appraising it, coordinating all the people, getting a rehab bid, completing the renovations of the active side of the business, that's obviously active. And that's why we're coming here today and we're showing you, or we have done a big part of it for you, and you can jump in at this point. And for those of you who are Deal Butler clients or who are All You Can Learn Fast Pass members, you have access to WeMind renovations. And so our contracting team can go in there, do this renovation, and complete the project. So you ultimately get a turnkey investment property at the end of the day. So that's what we have for you here. What do we have? We have Erica, who says, are those numbers without finance? Yes, that's right. That is correct. But with the dashboard, you can play with that, right? You can see that here I put the down payment as 100%, which ultimately means there is it's a cash purchase. It is without financing. But you can go in here and say, hey, what if I get 35% financing, 35% down, so 65% financing. You put in your rate, your term. In the US, you typically have a 30-year amortization. You can see that even after the mortgage, right? Even after a mortgage, you are cash flowing $4,500 a year on a single family home, ladies and gentlemen. That's almost $400 a month in cash flow. And so that's when I say this is just a solid bread and butter type property, because remember, in JK, we teach you don't buy a property if you're not cash flowing at least $100 a month. This one is almost 4 times that bottom line criteria. Honestly, anything above 200, 250 is extremely solid, even more so if it's a single family home. So because of this, yes, it's a bread and butter, but honestly, you can't compare this to anything or most areas, most strategies in Canada. So I think it's a beautiful intro level property for someone looking to jump into U.S. real estate investing. And for those of you who are a little bit more geeky, a little bit more nerdy, a little bit more analytic, you will absolutely want to go check the ratio analysis tab in the dashboard when you fill it up, because then you can see your cash on cash return. That includes the financing, your cash flow margins, your interest carry. Basically, the interest carry means you could have a mortgage at 16% interest and still not be negative cash flow. You have your internal rate of return over 20% on this property, meaning this property appreciates over time. You can claim depreciation, all these little things. So really, this investment is working at a 23.8% return on investment. Very, very strong numbers. And then you have your DSCR, your debt service coverage ratio at 1.8. Again, these are just strong numbers. There's no asset-based lender that's going to look at this deal and say it's not cash flowing, it's not making enough money for the amount of capital that you spent to acquire it. So that's what we're talking about today. And so let's see, do we have any other comments? Okay, so I answered that one. Any other comments? I'm scrolling through here. Lots of hellos. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Lots of hashtags, JK and hi and all that. It's wonderful. Thank you so much. So excellent. So that's what we have. Stan, if you got a question, put it up in the chat or in the Q&A. I'll get to that as I wrap up our evening here. So I think we actually do have a deal here. especially people who just want to get out of the gate, who want that first property under their belt with as little resistance as possible. This one's ready. It's there for you. All you need to do is send us an email and say, hey, connect me with that gatekeeper, with that wholesaler, and off you go. This property could close as soon as Friday if you want, because all of that work has already been done. The inspection, there's already been an inspection done. That inspection report is like everything has been done on the front end for this particular property for you. So one attendee who anonymously put in, it doesn't meet the golden rules. So remember the two golden rules. You got two: buy at a discount and buy cash flow. We're definitely satisfying the cash flow. You know, like I said, 4 times the minimum. On discount, no, not today. We're not meeting the discount golden rule right now. However, it's in an area that in a very short amount of time, there will be, in my opinion. And again, this is my opinion. It's not, I don't have the crystal ball, but I do believe that the golden rule of discount is going to apply not in 10 years, not in 20, not in 50 years, but in just a few short couple years. I do believe this property is going to appraise over $100,000 very quickly. And that's where you will get your discount or your equity build up. So thank you, JK team, for putting that email in the chat as well, info@jkrealestatepartners.com. That's what we have for you. If you'd like to talk more about U.S. real estate investing or get to know Janie and myself, network, get connected with gatekeepers, get connected with people who can help you along your journey, get to that meetup in Laval, or join the What the Gurus Don't Tell You. That's how you launch your business in 3 weeks. I got a client of ours who just decided 2 days ago that they wanted to do this, and they got a deal. Well, I helped them find a deal, but they got a deal, and their entity is going to be open. It might be open on Friday. That's how quick it could happen. If you're really committed to it, you really want to fast track, there is a fast track to this process, and this is what the gurus don't tell you. So jkrealestatepartners.com/programs, you can go take a look at them all, or find our epic bus tour that's going to be on August 10th and 11th, Saturday and Sunday. There are still some spots left if you would like to join that particular. It's not 15, there's less than 15 spots left. I didn't update this slide, but you can find it all on our website, jkrealestatepartners.com. So that's what we have for you. If you have any other questions, just reach out to us. Janie has been taking a ton, and myself, but Janie especially, has been taking a ton of calls from you who are interested to learn more, get started, join the All You Can Learn Pass, which is the best value to cost ratio. Is definitely the All You Can Learn Pass. It's ridiculous. For $1,000, you get everything you need and way more to get started on this journey. So that's what we have for you today. Results in 6 months. We want you to get your first property, ideally in the next 2 months, but we're giving 6-month target for you to get that first one. And who knows if that first one isn't a portfolio of properties for the price of one property you would have bought in Canada. So that's what we're all about here at JK's Real Estate Partners. So that's our deal reveal. I hope you enjoyed the deal. Just another one, another solid hit out of the park. Have a great one. Stay cool. And we'll see you next week at the latest, or even sooner if you join in the All You Can Learn. We're going to see you on tomorrow morning. All right. Have a great day, everyone. And do now for tomorrow for that lifestyle you deserve. You're very welcome, Hamid.